Hello, and thanks for joining us today on the Oakland Car Review. Today, I am here at Suburban Buick of Troy. I'm going to be reviewing the 2012 Buick Regal. Now, Buick is sort of was like Cadillac, falling behind with all the competition. But now, with the new Buick Regal and the new Buick LaCrosse models, and one of their other models, they have jumped right back into the car race. They've done a great job with the Regal. It's looked much more refined. It's more appealing to everybody. It's sportier. All the interior is new and redesigned. The exterior is new and redesigned. It's a whole new car from Buick, and I like it a lot. As you can see, the LED accenting and the headlights, goes right along here. It's sort of like a Audi. They have that trait there. And I like how the headlight sort of, kind of has a flat bottom right here, and it sort of curves right around to the side of the car. It has a real nice look to it. Makes it look really fine. We also have the fake air portholes on the top. They're just for look. They're not actually real. And then we have the nice chrome wheels, of course, on this model. Now this is the Buick Regal Premium, Stage 1. So we have a lot of the features on here that it's not on the base model. And this one's around $30,000, so you can get a really nice Buick for $30,000, nicely equipped, with the Regal. Now the back, coming around to the back here, we have the nice curved side right here. And we also have the rear backup sensors, which is nice. And then we have the nice curved back end here, sort of meaning with a V. So a little bit, takes after a little bit of the Cadillac CTS. It sort of, kind of comes, scopes down right, stops at the V, as well as up here. A nice two-layer right here. It sort of scopes down right there. Nice. It has a nice look to it, of course. And then see how the headlight has this little indent line in here. Curves right around to the side. Makes it flow really nicely into the other side of the vehicle. Now this is flex fuel, so you can run on E85 ethanol or gasoline. So that's a nice feature. And without further ado, let's go on the inside and see what the Buick Regal has to offer. Now on the interior of the Buick Regal, you'll notice that there is quite a bit of wood trim in this model, which is fine. It's a little bit much, I could say, with all this wood trim right here. I wish that they would have done a little more something right here, that all this like sort of plastic blob of buttons right here. As you can see, there's just a ton of buttons right here. And it's okay. It's not great, but it gets the job done, of course. But then on the complementary side, the Buick Regal has really nice feeling heavy doors. Feel really safe and protected with the nice doors. When I was just opening them and closing them, they feel really nice and sturdy. Now we have, of course, the nice Buick steering wheel right here, leather wrapped. We can control all of our volume from the radio right here, phone syncing, of course, cruise control options. We have everything right here from the steering wheel, which is nice. It's a safety feature as well as a convenience feature. You don't have to, take your eyes off the road, turn the radio button or anything. It's just, it's all right there. And of course, we have the sunroof up here. It is a little small. I wish it was a little larger, but that seems to be the case with a lot of the General Motors cars. The sunroofs are a little small, but that's okay. Then we have the nice seats, nice side bolstering here. Keeps you in your seat real nice if you're going in any corners. Of course, it is leather. And without further ado, let's start it up and let you hear the engine. Gauge do their sort of dance as they go. Let you hear the engine. So I roll down the window real quick. It has an okay sounding engine. It sounds a little underpowered, but we'll see when we're driving. So, okay, we'll turn it off now. Now I'll go outside and go over some of the performance details of this engine. Now here with the 2012 Buick Regal's engines, it has we have four choices of engines, which is nice. They have really fuel efficient engines to very powerful engines as well. We have the 182 horsepower 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine that is flex fuel, so it can also accommodate E85 ethanol. Then we also have a Buick Regal gas hybrid, which is a 182 horsepower 2.4 liter as well. Then of course we also have the 270 horsepower 2 liter 4-cylinder regular gas engine. And then we have the 222 liter 4-cylinder engine, which is the one that I believe is on this model. Of course, we have the V6 engine is not offered, so that's a sort of a downer. But of course, we have the great styling, interior quality, and it's just a really great Buick overall. They've really bounced back. So now let's go in the rear of the Buick Regal and see what kind of space we have to offer back there. Now, the Buick Regal, of course, has a lot to offer. It's a nice family car. It can seat 5 quite comfortably, as I'm in the back seat here. I have a fair amount of room. It feels about the same as the Cadillac CTS. So it's okay. It's accommodating. It's not cramped, but it's not super large, obviously. But then, if you want a lot of room, then you should probably be getting a crossover. So. Anyway, we have the air and heat in the back as well. Here we have the air vents right there. And one thing I like is we have a charging outlet right there, which is pretty neat. So I like that. That's nice. And we have the sort of nice door handle right here. Sort of curves around to the side. Looks pretty neat. And then I like where they have placed the window controls right here. And then of course we have the door handle right there. And some, I believe it's plastic trim made to look like vinyl. And then we have nice, comfortable leather seats in the back here. Then we do have this, which will come out to make the center armrest. We have the cup holders, 2 cup holders, and then there is a little, there's a little thing right there for storage. So, without further ado, let's take the Regal for a test drive and see how it drives on the road. Here we are in a test drive in the 2012 Buick Regal. We're here again with Sylvester, who's a salesperson here. So Sylvester, can you give us a little information on the Buick Regal?
This is one of the finest cars that introduced right now for Buick, and a little luxury small sedan, 4-cylinder, front-wheel drive vehicle. This is a premium one that we're driving, but the Buick feature is going to come standard with the leather group, premium group, leather seats, heated seats, split folding rear seats, Bluetooth capabilities, OnStar, Sirius XM radio. This car just has so many features that's nice. Affordable gas prices, and the gas miles are like 19 for the city, 31 highway. So for someone that's looking to get in something reasonably priced, that's has a nice feature, a lot of nice amenities that come with it, they'll be quite happy with this Buick, the way it performs, and it's one of the quietest cars that's out in the marketplace right now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like the interior design with the wood trim, how it sort of surrounds you and scopes you. It's very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, very nice. And then
very soothing, soft, warm.
Yes, absolutely. And then they have very nice interior colors. They fit really well. And like you said, the engine is very quiet. You hardly even hear it. It's almost like a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's so quiet,
Extremely quiet. extremely quiet vehicle. You know, the sound deadenings that they have placed throughout this car just minimizes any excess noise from outside to just make it that much more quieter. If you'd rather drive without listening to stereo, it'll give you that warm comfort.
So acceleration, yes. Downshift's real nice. It has a fairly quick transmission shift.
Yeah, it's quite an enjoyable ride for a four-cylinder vehicle.
Yes, right.
You know, it's not where it's struggling. You don't hear where it's pulling or not making it fun to drive. You know, a four-cylinder most people think of as this underpowered, but for this vehicle, it fits. It's a great fit.
Some vehicles, you know, with the four-cylinder, you know, that it sounds whiny or something or underpowered. But this, you know, you step on the gas, it's not whiny at all. It takes off really nice. You know? So, is this one of Buick's biggest sellers then?
This and the LaCrosse.
Right, the LaCrosse.
Yeah, the Buick LaCrosse would be the number one sales vehicle is the LaCrosse, but then it's the Regal.
Okay, yeah.
And then the Regal came out later than the LaCrosse, so that's probably why it's not as selling as rapid. But I'm sure, you know, by years in, it'll probably be impressive to where it's at in comparison to units on the LaCrosse.
Okay. And I also noticed that it has nice soft blinker sounds, especially on the Cadillac as well.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you have those blinker sounds like, you know, just driving you crazy, but it's nice, easy to listen to sound. And I can tell, you know, Buick, even like you can tell from the trim level and just everything here, it's really nice. You know, everything feels nice, and I'm sure that they've carried that, you know, nice feeling from the inside, nice quality into the engine as well. So yeah, I can definitely see how this would be a top player.
And you mentioned earlier, Kyle, about how price-wise these vehicles, as far as the Regal, would price out from $28,000, and it tops out if you was to go into a turbo that's fully loaded with all of the bells and whistles at about $35,000.
Oh, really? So even the fully loaded is $35,000.
Fully loaded, $35,000.
And I'm sure this gets very good fuel economy.
Oh yes, 19 and 31.
Oh wow, it's a great highway fuel economy.
Yes, indeed, which is a big concern for people nowadays.
Right.
And regular gasoline again is what it takes.
Yeah, and also they do have manual shifting available if you want to get a little sporty with it. And it gives you the appearance of driving a manual without actually driving manual, no clutch.
Or for those mountainous type drivers.
Yeah, and also the brakes are very nice. I like the brakes a lot. They're very responsive. You press a little bit on them, and then, you know, you can feel, you know, where they're at. You know, you're not like pressing on them and you get jolted, you know, back into your seat. So I really like this car.
It's drawing a lot of people who would not have considered Buicks time past. You know, Buicks have a reputation of not so much as being your grandfather's type car.
Right.
But now it's appealing to the masses. You know, young people are heavily into this car for the design and the style.
Yeah, I can see why.
It's another model that's coming out on a sports model, the GS, which we should be receiving by the end of the year, which will, you know, get some of those enthusiasts that want something a little bit sportier and a few more amenities that this one doesn't have. So we should have that one pretty soon as well.
Now, is there an optional navigation system available?
Yes, there is. There's a navigation system in this. And again, that would fall into anywhere from a $32,000 to a $35,000 vehicle.
Okay.
By having navigation, they're packaged from different levels, and a level would include the navigation system as you get to the Premium 2. It's an option. Premium 3 is going to be standard, and most of the turbos it'll be a standard feature.
Another thing I just have to mention is the sporty feel of the steering. Nice stiff suspension, but then the stiffness isn't carried over to the wheel. It's still fairly easy to turn, and it also, you know, it's like a perfect combination almost of sporty steering with the suspension stiffness as well. And then I just really like the steering. And then not to mention the excellent ride that this car offers. Overall, actually, believe it or not, when I first saw the Buick Regal, I was like, oh, it looks really nice, sporty looking, but now that I've driven it, I have a whole different level of likeness for this vehicle. Overall, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I would actually have to give this vehicle a 9.5 because, it offers so many great features at a great price, great gas, great fuel economy, and it just has so much to offer, and it's at a great price too. Also, with that great fuel economy, it compares really well with the Saab 9.5, even though the Saab 9.5 is maybe you could consider a little more, a few more features than the Buick Regal, but I don't know, this does so well.